What's this horse's name, Bon?
Mayfrost.
Mayfrost. You know the name of this place?
Once upon a horse.
Huh?
Once upon a horse.
Once upon a horse. This is in the north part of Eagle, just about a mile south of the mile and a half south of the foothills on Eagle Road. Bogus Basin Mountains over that way. Hi, Mayfrost.
This is all locked in here.
Let me see it. Hold this for a second. That's what I'm trying to do.
Please just unclip it so it'll fit through this hole. Fit with her.
No. That's kind of interesting. You're filming with that, so you know.
I am filming?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Well,
Can I shut it off?
well, just leave it go. It's good for audio. Because I'm trying to...
Mayfrost, we can't break you out of jail. Yeah.
Need some
That's
kind
ridiculous.
of...
Oh, did you just get it?
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
It's one of them Hindu puzzles. In clay.
Oh, be by her hind hand.
I won't.
Come on, baby. And no stealing hay when I'm not looking.
What's her coloration? Huh. What? Yeah. Hi there. What's your name? How are you? We're just, I didn't say before, but north of Eagle Road and Beacon Light. We're about, shoot, 3 minutes from our house. Got some hay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I won't bug you. You look kind of like Chief. You look like Chiefy. What's your name? Huh? What's your name? Hmm? What is your name? I got some hot breath on my hand there. My goodness. Sorry, no food though. No food for you. Horsey, horsey. Nice little paddocks out here. You. It's a beautiful day. It's not too cold, not too hot, just right. Everybody's happy, right? Little booger nose. Look at your booger nose. I'll show your boogers. It's hard not to like horses, I figured out. Ooh, this guy's pooping. Ooh-wee. That was a good one. Everybody's eating a little bit. Nice lazy evening. You can hear the birds up there in the trees. Well, we'll see you later. Nice to meet you. You take care. There's a big guy. Hi. How are you? It's your deal. Okay, ears back. It's all cool. Jim Calkins, hi.
Hi.
Her husband.
Ernie.
Nice to meet you.
All right, come record that historic moment, huh?
Exactly. Just out enjoying the nice calm evening out there.
Kind of nice.
It's great.
Well, I'm not sure how springs are in Iowa. Here, they're not very settled usually.
Yeah. Well,
You know,
well, I would just say that they're better here.
they're better here.
Except for this year.
Why?
Well, this year they've been getting all kinds of nice warm weather, sunshine.
Yeah, through the Midwest, I think.
Yeah.
No, this is very unsettled here.
Yeah.
You know, it'll snow at 9, sun shines at 11,
Oh, yeah.
hails at 2.
I know what you're saying. Right.
You know, it'll pitch dark and blowing and hailing, but you see the sun, and you know,
Right.
so you know it'll change.
Right.
Overall, it's not bad weather.
No.
No extreme.
Gross again, and so, but it's healing up better now.
Oh, good. So they expect him to be okay.
Yeah, he'll be fine. It was just he.
Good to have a report.
How old is old Poopy?
Yeah, how old do you think he is?
You know what? She might say he's 20 this year.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Maybe I think that's what she said.
Was he maybe 8 when I got him? I don't
Really?
remember for sure.
Oh.
10?
I think he was that much. He was 5.
It was pretty. Yeah, he's still very pretty.
Oh, good.
Oh, look at him go. That's so cool.
There's a horse out there that looks a lot like Chief. I was just petting. I'm not him or her, but real calm. It's kind of nice. Got a nice video there. Brooke will like that.
That was so cool. Now, if I, yeah. Dang, good for him. How's Rio doing?
I saw it today. Saw his farm days here. He's doing good.
Is there's no place
What?
out there with like a tie-up deal?
Well, in the barn, you just put up cross ties.
Oh, and in between the stalls.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Hi, Dad.
I knew that.
Right now.
I know.
Turn off the heat with the 15th of May and then never touch it again till October 1st.
I can put mine on and off for a while.
No, you can't eat this. And old. Nippy. Where do you figure they got rid of all those mats out there, Bon?
Well, she probably took them with her.
Just stole them?
Yeah.
They can't be that much, eh?
They aren't dirt cheap, but they'll last forever.
Yeah, who's to say who put them out there, though,
Yeah,
right?
who knows?
She probably did herself. I like these because they're sectioned.
He's not too happy with me.
This horse seems like pretty good.
Yeah. She's pretty calm. Except she doesn't like getting her ears taken up.
Probably doesn't.
Put the ice pack on your head and say it's too cold.
I wouldn't like it.
That cold.
Yeah.
Be quiet.
Suck it up.
It looks like he prefers to be sitting Trot.
All right. It's amazing, you know, when I woke up this morning, as soon as I changed the blind
Yeah.
pitch, I noticed that Holly looked right up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, what they can hear.
I maybe heard that probably, but she saw
yeah.
the visual change
Uh-huh.
on the side of the house, just from white to dark.
Oh, because you didn't raise the whole blind.
No,
you're
I just
saying
changed the
you
pitch.
Yeah.
So it got darker, you know. I think that was a visual thing.
Isn't it, Cheryl? No, I'd say come in with me, and there's probably a chair up by Ernie.
Okay.
Darn, I was gonna ask you about that too. I'm glad you mentioned it. So now I'll have to be on the lookout. Oh, her and Maggie are the only two. See ya.
You coming this way? Want me to get that gate?
Just wait, no, I'll get it. Door!
Door, door fry. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Here, grab it now.
I want to head over there.
Yeah, but just-
your new way of sitting.
Good.
Good.
Now, do I have this on right? Like,
Yep.
you don't twist this or anything, and
No, you need to turn it back until it's flat. Looks good. So you
Okay.
turn it to the right like you had it, or
Yeah.
it came back like
yeah,
that.
okay.
Hey. You don't make it very short. Hey. Short. Okay. Sometimes you get a little.
I'll tighten up her groove.
Right.
Yeah, Jim, right up there in the corner.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll sit in the corner.
Stay out of the way.
Most of the time it's relatively safe.
That's pretty much life, isn't it?
Well,
Sometimes life's dangerous.
yeah. Certain things and sometimes the odds are better than others.
That's right.
You can see one of them chairs. They're a little dusty. Horse barns are dusty,
Yeah, they are.
especially in the dry climate.
Yeah, exactly.
So how do you like poison since you've been here?
Oh yeah, real well.
For a year almost, or quite.
Yeah, well, I've been coming here for about 7 years, and we just moved here in November.
It's been here 28 years.
Yeah.
Well, we whine and complain too once in a while.
Yep.
But most of the time it's pretty good.
Yep.
Okay, work your way down here. Right from the beginning, well, you get organized, make sure your arms are even, right? Even if your turns may not quite work the way you want to, right? You don't have to shorten the range very much. Just kind of get walk and semi-long range, right? Make sure your elbows are even on the side of your body, and then put your upper body the way we worked on last week, and just let it walk to kind of get the body and mind not settle in. Don't shorten the range more than that's good. And just make sure you tilt your hips back. Yeah, the way we want to do it when you're sitting trot. There you go. Now your arms look pretty even. Especially since it's going to be in videotape, right? There you go. There, shoulders even on both seat bones. You know, we all like to ride with one shoulder higher than the other. By nature, most people. Some of us more than others. So having one shoulder up or lower doesn't really matter that much from the shoulder point of view, but what it depends what it does to your hips and your seat bones, right? Because if one shoulder is up, the other one down, that usually means that you collapse one hip. And then that puts more weight on one seat bone to the other, or makes your hips go to the outside. There you go. And then just keep your hands working like that and change through the center of the circle. Your elbows need to stay right there. Your elbows shouldn't come back. Was that you that asked me about having one hand up?
Yeah.
So for the time being, let's just, since we don't do anything too technical, right? Mostly work on that position. Think to keep them even, right?
Right.
Because one way, one hand is up, but the
Right.
same hand is up going the other way, right?
Right.
And we want to put them even, then we can work on getting one or the other up as we need it. Very good. Now keep thinking about your shoulders. Feel how much weight is on each seat bones. Now take both feet out of the stirrups and just let your legs hang loose. Hands forward. Keep your hands in front of the saddle pad. Now let your toes hang loose. Toes down. Yeah. Enjoy it. Don't get told that very often.
No.
Yeah. Now let your legs hang straight down from your hip joint. Now give it a little kick. Make her walk, and then let your legs loose. There. Don't drop your shoulders. Okay. Now pull, without changing anything in your thighs, pull your toes up. Now pull your heel back an inch or maybe two without changing. Good. Right leg looks very good now. Upper body looks good. There, hands forward. Try to turn and do what you're doing without the elbows coming back, okay? Even if it doesn't quite work the first step, just try to work with it. Now left knee back an inch. You feel like you're sitting in the middle, or to the right, or to the left. Now when you come by here, it looks like your hips were to the left a little bit. Does one knee feel lower than the other?
No.
Okay, when you make a circle, that inside knee should be a little lower, right? Hands forward, don't pull the right arm back. You want to push your inside seat bone forward a little, right? Run through that. that inside knee should go down, especially when there is no stirrup, right? Okay, now put your feet back into the stirrups. And then your thighs should stay the same. Hands forward, your hands can't help you. No, try to do it without looking. See, it catches up. When you got on the horse, you used your hand to fix that right stirrup, right? You need to use your feet, especially in the walk. Hands forward, but you only learn by doing, right? If you always use your hands because it's hard, it ain't gonna change much, right? There. Now that's the way we're gonna sit in sitting trot, right? Okay, now shorten the reins a half an inch. Now trot, and you sit like that. Nice, easy trot. Slow, keep the reins shorter. And slow, make it almost walk. There, don't lean too far back now. There, you try to tilt your hips back without your shoulders going back as much. So how's that starting out?
Feels pretty good.
Yeah, hands together, and don't let your hands bounce up and down. Pull your left heel back slightly, slow her down a little more. Be easy to find the rhythm. Whatever happens, sit on your back pockets. Very good. And then relax your shoulders. Don't want to pull the shoulders up because that creates tension or bad tension. There's good tension and bad tension, right? Sit on your bottom, bend your left knee. Now walk again. Now you got it right there, right? And walk. And then take your feet out of the stirrups again. Pull your knees back slightly, toes up. This is very good. Now trot sitting, just like that. Keep it as slow as you can. There, slow. Breathe, inhale. Hands forward slightly when she almost walks, and when she gets faster. Now toes up. And then bend your left knee. Let your hips follow the saddle, right there. Very good. Shoulders down. You know, shoulders will come up. But then you have to put them back down. Very good. So how's that feel compared to last week?
Much better.
Much better. Shoulders down. Yeah. Hands touching each other almost. Don't let them bounce up and down. Left knee back another half an inch. Be careful, don't kick it back. Then give it your hand a little bit. You're getting a little short in the neck. There. Squeeze and then give slightly. Squeeze, give slightly. There you go. Squeeze, give slightly. Very good. Now try to slide to the right a little bit. So your left seat bone, bend your left knee. The left seat bone is more in the middle of the saddle. There you go. Toes up on your right foot. Inhale, exhale. Now hands slightly forward. And then ask again and forward. Sit to the right. Very good. So you'll be able to judge yourself watching the tape, right? And then that'd be good because you'll be able to see what it looks like while you still remember what it felt. Now, when you're in the middle, we're going to turn left around the mounting block to reverse. So hands forward, keep your elbows even. Now turn left very quietly. Hands together, knees down, shoulders down, toes up. Very good. Then go straight ahead and come back down to this end. Very good. Try to pull your left knee back a little more. Don't turn her head left too much. Just keep her straight. There. And inhale and exhale. There. Not too much left rein. She turns her head left on her own, so. Yeah, now your hands are quieter, right? They look quite good. Toes up on your right foot. Both feet, toes up. Now pull both knees back a half an inch. Very good. Now close your eyes halfway. And so you usually when you do that, you can feel more, right?
Yep.
There, and really feel the motion, hands. And exhale. There you go. Now toes up though. You don't pull your knees up. That's two different things. Now keep that position and walk. Very good. That was quite better, right?
Yeah.
So which way do you feel more comfortable, left or right? Going to the left or to the
I
right?
think left.
Yeah. So why do you think that is?
I have no idea.
And stop. I mean, you know, it helps if you understand these things a little better, right? So everybody, I mean, people are not symmetrical.
Right.
We all have a tendency to sit one way or the other, for whatever reason. So you sit better to the left because your hips are left, the inside hip is more forward,
Flexible. Yeah.
okay? So when you go left, it falls in place, you don't have to do anything. I mean, really, from that point of view.
Right.
When you go to the right, you have to put your hip in the position as it is now, right? So right hip forward, but that's against, it's
Right.
kind of like
What
using
it
the
wants
left
to
hand
do.
to eat when you're right-handed in a way. But once you can turn your hip to the right, then it will be better. Horses don't trot the same either, so that could be a factor. But it's clear, and you're not sure if you can see that when you watch it, you know, that your body is turned more, but you'll see that it works better this way. But that's where it comes from. So now move your right hip forward so the right knee goes down and left hip backward. So when you go to the right, that's the way we want to sit. Not so much in the shoulders, but here. Okay? So I'm sure you've heard that your shoulders are supposed to be parallel to the horse's shoulders.
Right.
And the hips to the hips, okay? So they don't go the same way. On a circle, it's like this, right? So technically, the shoulder should be left back, right? Right hip forward, right? Like this, and the hip is a little the other way. So if you can put your body totally correct, if you get your hips right and your shoulders wrong, no big deal. That's the only issue you have. You're way ahead of the rest of us. Okay? So it's better to function here better. Put the focus here. But sometimes if the hips don't want to go this way, then if you force the shoulders too far, that'll help the hip. But that's where it comes from. Okay?
So if I pull my right shoulder back, my left hip should go
Yeah, but
forward.
see, this way it's not an issue. It's going
Right, right.
the other way, okay?
Yeah.
So we'll go left again, then we'll go right. But that looks much, much better. Okay? I'm sure it feels much better, right?
It does, yeah.
Okay, now trot. So now then from here, we want to, so sit left knee down. Don't feel how that left foot is out in front of you. There, pull your left heel back. There you go. Now your left leg's good. Yeah. Good. So then from here, we want to make the, not today, but make the trot a little bigger, right?
Right.
And then start to do more things with the horse, with everything staying in place, right? You think you want to lift her stomach with your calf. Don't hang on the reins, but your toes up. So ask. Just slow down when you feel she slows down slightly. Then you give, just like pumping the brakes. Yes, you don't pump the brakes much in Iowa because it's flat. There you go. Going downhill. That's a better technique. There you go. Very good. How are your thighs now, as in gripping? Look good. Okay, now turn left to the center of the circle. Left hand. Don't pull back and cross it. Good. Leg on. Now straight and then turn right. So shorten the right rein 1/2 inch. Right leg. Turn. Right heel. Hands even. Bend your knee. Good. Now slide to the right. On your left shoulder, left hip back, right hip forward, and make your right knee feel. And there, now you're better. You feel that?
Yeah.
You know, little things like that can make a big difference. Now your right heel is too far back. Put your right heel forward a little. Good. Left heel back. Right heel forward. There, left leg's good. Toes up. Yeah. Much better. You may feel weird, but you should feel better balanced and much better with the motion, right?
Yeah.
Hands up slightly, shoulders down, elbows are good, toes up. Now bring your right foot a half an inch forward. There, and left leg back slightly, and then when you feel your hips moves out, then you fix it, right?
Yeah.
Over and over. Pull your left foot back. Now walk. Much, much better. And it looks like it's coming easier than last week.
Yeah.
Okay, now without looking down and moving your hands, put your feet in the stirrup. Hands up, don't pull down and back. Just kind of bump them until, and then catch them on the... There you go. Hands forward so you can ride your dressage test. Lose a stirrup without missing a beat. There you go. Hands forward. It takes a little bit of practice to learn, the feel with your foot. To kind of bump it so it kind of turns, right?
Yeah.
And then catch it. All right, now same thing here. Right hip forward. And sitting trot. So you feel that the right knee going down and it'll push your ankle down a little more. There you go. So you can see how little things can make a big difference. And that's not something you can force, right? I mean, you can force your hip in the right place. But if your hips are not right, it just doesn't work as good. Now we're going to make a small circle left around the jumps. Give it your hand a little. Don't hold on. There you go. Now turn left. So here we don't have to think. See, your hip goes forward automatically, right? Left rein a little bit. Look. Then go back. No, small circle. You need to go back to where you started. And now back to the right. Big circle right. So now shorten the right rein. Right hip forward. Shoulders down. Give left a little. You need more right inside rein this direction. Don't bounce with your hands. Bend your left knee. Don't push. There. Your stirrups are not here to stand in. It's actually, it's easier without, but the rule book says you have to have in a saddle with stirrups. I'm not sure it says you have to put your feet in it, but there. Now you're better, right?
Yep.
Good. Shoulders down. And it's easy to talk too today, right?
Yeah.
Because your
Yeah.
body is more comfortable. Give it your hand. Bend your left knee. I want to see the girth behind your left leg. Now we're going to do that again. Make a small circle left. Hands forward. Don't hold on. There you go. Now left and then back to the big circle right. So you want to finish your little circle right where you started. Very good. Look, turn your head. Trying to turn close to the jump versus where you started, right? So that's a geometry issue. Left hand forward slightly. Don't pull back on that left elbow. Okay, now shorten the reins another inch and let's go posting trot. Hands up slightly. Try to be as light as possible, okay? That doesn't mean loose and not do anything. Think you're steering your bicycle with two reins. Yeah, well, your hands are better. You can get things done with that much pressure. Obviously, this is much better than having twice as much, right? but light doesn't mean loose. Kick, kick, kick. Yeah, very good. Now try to get your heels down as you're sitting down. Feel there, right leg's better. Knee down. We all feel we can squeeze stronger when we pull the heels up, right?
Yeah.
So think as you're standing up, pull your toes up and push your knees down, heels down, toes up when you sit down. Toes up, there you go. How's that feel now?
Strange.
Strange? Okay, now you feel
Probably
strange.
because I'm used to pulling them the other way.
Yeah, but it feels strange, but so now you look on the tape when you said, oh, this is strange, how it looked, right? Because feel and look is two different things. Knee down. Kick, kick, kick. Hands forward. Hands together. Forward doesn't mean apart. Now you feel, does it feel like you're leaning, you know, your head tilts right? Then it kind of tilts your shoulders right. Very good. Okay, now you keep posting. When you get to the inside wall, we're going to sit. So think how you're going to do that. It's much harder to go into that sitting trot from posting than from the walk. Now lean back, sit, pull your heel up. Go, go, go. Bend your knee. Left leg back. Right hip forward. Shoulders down. Very good. Sit on your bottom. There you go. And walk. And let's give her loose rein and take a break. You doing okay?
Yeah.
But it's much better, right?
Much better. Oh, much better. Yeah.
So your arms are much, much better. So the test for that will be when we start to do more, where you're going to have to do more steering to try to do that here, right? Not get, don't rock sideways. Don't let your hips go too sideways, okay? Should feel like they go backwards. Now left leg back. So then when you go around to the right, since you like to sit left, then your saddle slides to the left, right? And then it's much harder to sit to the right because the saddle keeps you there, okay? So just keep walking. Yellow. No, not yet. We're not quite done with my lesson. Okay. How much? Oh, the river, foam river. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, bye. So what some people do in your case, you slide left. So when you slide left, that makes your hips go left, and then that left stirrup feels short because you're over there, right? So then, and the right one feels long. So then people adjust the stirrup. See, right now your left stirrup is lower, but I think we'll measure them when we're done.
Okay.
But you're, it's probably because the saddle is left.
Probably.
So sometimes horses will push the saddle to one side. Then you have to kind of sit off center of the saddle to put yourself in the middle of the horse, right? We're not quite that technical yet today. Does it mean you can't ride dressage? No, it's just, you know, a little harder, and the more you can, then you know, you can have your saddle adjusted, and But the first thing we're going to do is measure your stirrups. Do a scientific. All right, let's pick up the reins again. So when you go around to the right in the sitting trot or the posting, does it feel that you have a tendency to put more weight in one stirrup or the other?
Yeah, I'm sure I do. The inside, I would think.
You would think? Okay. Now hands in the right place and then back to trot. And just there, close your eyes halfway. Don't let your hands bounce. Work on your seat. Slow. Bend your knee. There, now we're good, right? Don't let it, don't be happy, no, I won't say happy, but don't let that bounce you around. You can do something about it now, right? Hands forward, don't just kind of keep going and thinking it's bouncy or whatever you think. There you go. Good. Okay, now go posting. Knees down. Okay, now keep posting and take your right foot out of the stirrups. Just the right one and keep posting. Now don't hold on. Come on. There you go. Now sitting. Now put your right foot in the stirrups. Don't hang on the reins. And when you got your right foot in the stirrup, take your left foot out of the stirrup and post. Okay, now walk and then put your foot in the stirrup. So walk. When you drop the left stirrup, it's much harder.
Yeah.
And stop. So what does that tell us?
I'm putting more weight in my left
You're
stirrup.
using your left stirrup more because when
Yeah.
you drop the left stirrup, you lose more support
Yeah.
than the right.
Oh my
So
gosh.
see, it's not what you see when you said, oh, probably the inside. That's kind of what we're supposed to do, right?
Oh
What
my
we're
gosh.
supposed to do and what we actually do is two different
That was
things.
amazing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's walk, change direction. You know, I mean, that's just what it is, right? So the only thing is, that's the reason it's important that you
Did you say go left?
yeah, that you can gradually put yourself more centered because that'll make the horse more balanced, right?
Yeah.
It's just like putting a little kid on your shoulders. If they lean, well, it still works, but
Yeah.
it'd be better if they didn't lean, right?
Right.
Okay, now go trot again. Posting trot. Shorten the reins an inch. And now drop your left stirrup again. Left hand up. Now sit, and then put your left foot in the stirrup. And then post, and then drop, keep going, and drop your right foot. Drop your right.
Bad both ways.
And sitting. And put your feet in the stirrups. Hands together, bend your knees, close your fingers. Okay, now turn your hips and see what would happen. Put your right hip forward. There you go. Bend your left knee. Now put your left hip forward the way you, don't do your shoulders too much. There. That's almost too much now. Just sit the way your body wants. Bend your left knee. Hands forward. Don't bounce up and down. Very good. Now go posting again and make your trot a little bit bigger. Shorten the reins. Hands forward. Don't go any bigger than that. This is good. Left hand up. Put your left hand slightly higher than the right. Hands forward. Don't lose. There you go. And remember, toes up as you stand up. Knees down when you sit. There you go. Relax that left elbow. And keep a little more feel on the right. There you go, very good. Knee down. So you can make her go and right just as well with your heels down, right?
Yeah.
But can you feel then you have this tendency to brace your left leg forward?
Yeah.
You know, that's the way you carry yourself more, right? So bend your left knee back, and the right leg likes to be too far back almost, especially inside. There you go. So if you pull your left leg back like that, then it's harder to stand in it, I would assume.
Yeah.
There you go. So when you feel that leg's kind of like this, that means you're pushing in it. And then you may bend your knee, put your left leg almost too far back for the time being. Very good. Now your arms, hands, your left hand's a little low, right is up, but put your right hand a little lower and left hand up. Right there. Keep it like that. Relax your shoulders. Close your eyes halfway and just trot along. Let the horse give you the bump. Watch your hands. Left hand up. Don't let your left hand go down as you're sitting. Just like, there you go. Right hand down. Left hand up. Relax your left shoulder, right shoulder. And now sitting. Bend your left knee. Yeah, very good. And walk. All right, you think we're getting that sitting trot under control?
Yeah.
Much, much better. But it just shows you all these little things make a big difference, right? So then, I mean, I assumed you knew, you weren't too comfortable with your seat, right?
No, right.
That it's hard to get going the way you're sitting now in just trying or riding harder or whatever without making them adjustments. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Once you put your body in the right place and once it kind of learns to stay there, then it goes by itself. Well, relatively speaking, right? Because as soon as we want to do more things with the horse, you're going to need to think about that.
Right.
So it kind of needs to go on cruise control.
Right.
You need to build, new reflexes to make your body go in that position. So let's give it loose reins. Any question? Left heel back, even now. Put your left heel too far back. And now put your right leg forward. That weird too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, it's the opposite from what your body wants to do, right?
Yeah.
So, there you go. You just go the other way. Now bring your right leg forward like this. Way forward, yeah. And left leg back. That's supposed to stuff that keeps your brain young and sharp, right? Do stuff that you're not used to do. I read the other day, said, you always done crossword puzzles. Doing more crossword puzzle doesn't going to do much for your brain, right? It's conditioned. You need to do things that you haven't done, right? That really makes it work. Right leg forward. I don't want you to ride with your right leg forward, right?
Right.
But it's just to kind of get control over some of your reflexes, right? So then when you take the saddle off and put it across that wall, then we'll measure the stirrups.
Okay.
And I'm curious if it's just from the saddle sliding, but that a lot of people have a tendency to sit like that. They will do that. Shorten one stirrup or lengthen the other to make it feel more right. Or we can, in your case, you don't sit to the right, just lengthen the right stirrup one hole for a while, because then you're going to have to kind of reach for that stirrup. Then it's going to make you sit over to the right. So we'll check your stirrups first. All right, very good. All right, that's all the excitement. So I think it's good, that you can. Oh, I didn't ask you. Did you have enough light still?
Yeah,
Like
good.
Turn down more light.
Perfect. No, it's good.
Today's equipment doesn't need as much light.
No, this gets everything. This is high def.
I didn't think about it. So it'd be good, you can watch it and then still remember, like time you said, oh, that feels weird or something. Because you're the only one that know how it feels at the time, right? I mean, we all know how it feels to ride horses, but if the rest of the world looks at it, so if it looks better but feels weird, let's put up with it. Then people go by look, right? Can you ask somebody then the walking or
Close this.
lunging or
I'll
anything?
I'll ask Justin.
Right here. The type of horse that just says, oh good, all I need to do is hang out.
I hear ya.
As big and tough as he is, infection is not in his vocabulary.
No? What would you do?
What would I do? How bad is it?
Well,
I just clean it. Yeah, I'll look at it when.
Here's the measuring tape.
Oh, let's just bring it over there and then take the saddle off and you put it on the wall here.
Okay.
And then
I think it's healing.
it's healing.
However, it's now got a little pocket down the leg.
I mean, did you cut off for us getting out?
Oh, I just put that in here.
Yeah.
And I trim that right there.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm going to stop this at the 1 hour point just in case it
Yeah.
cuts it there. Good job, Bon. Wave, smile. Great job. Wave.